17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now is Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well. Yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
16.
I'm impressed I'm still alive.
It's about to be 17 tonight. To advance tonight.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate
basically one more week
game this week. It works
before
for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time.
One more week
to work
before.
on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Fresh set of downs here.
I mean, I know the dude that they got that team.
They'll play fake here on first down. This one brought in by Dorian.
The dude that
and he'll be taken down, but not
he would be scheduled to play against. He ready to play.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket,
he ready to play right now.
He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Yeah, he ready.
Defensive starters
he ready right now.
Position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down, but you know this: they've got to cover and they have to tackle.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
There's 2 more weeks left. We're on 16 right now. You got a game this?
Right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp.
You said what?
Free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they.
I mean, the team you picking is fucking playoff contingents. That don't make any sense.
They go play action here.
Why not try to do something this year just to get your feet wet? And if you don't, fuck it. It wasn't your team anyway. And you can see your weaknesses on what you need to build with.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
I mean, that's just me.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, first drive of the first quarter,
he overthrew the shit out of him.
Fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the game there, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins.
The quarterback looked good too. Right.
Talented wide receiver.
You might be able to pull some out of free agency right now. Decent than what you get.
Best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to it.
They got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Red zone opportunity.
Got about 11 million.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Dixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third down and 3.
Shit, me and you both.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Man, it's getting ridiculous. But they ain't putting no money out. That's what I understand. Like, all this shit costing more money. They ain't putting no real big checks out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
They gotta bring out some more shit, man.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away.
That fucking the drug money should be more than what it is. You know what I mean?
It is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
What's that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Slant route. Caught by Edelman.
Real quick.
And they're able to get this one
No problem.
30 down to the 25.
That shit was fucking swallowed. That shit just fucking evaporated, bro. Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck the money go?
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you.
And I
It's the
still
Ravens
really
who
could have
have
blew
the
more
football,
because I
but
still
they
didn't
got
get
it
everything
here
I
with a
needed.
First down.
Nope. I know I got.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike 51. Mike 51. All right, now look at 50. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now. Green 30.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. You only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
It's complete to Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback can...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 88 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Fighting through. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Going up top. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, now Hopkins.
You fucked that nigga up.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
He fucked that
After that
nigga
big
up.
play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Doing that working on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have broken the tie. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Wentz now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Hey, switch.
1st and 10. Here's Wentz. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
I'm throwing fucking interceptions too many fucking times.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first.
I threw 3 in the first half.
Here before we get to halftime.
Down 7 points.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
I'm still pretty good, shit.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Strong. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller on his way to... A historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Wentz to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Threw 4 picks, man. Carson Wentz is fucking trash.
And the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there's...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong as the first half is winding down, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They direct snap to Dixon. It's an end around with Perriman. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So we reach half. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Wentz on third down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything.
Carson Wentz is horrible.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception?
You over there burning the rubber.
Does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They come up in an offset eye. Dixon on the pitch. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3, 19, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Check 24. Leopard! Leopard! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Over. Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know. It looks
out here after the run.
I don't know what it looks like.
They keep it on the ground again. Gordon, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And it's a fumble. He's got 4. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Hurt that nigga.
Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Wentz now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green back over. Now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 63 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this looks to probably be the final play.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat.
Green, 39.
On third down, here's Dixon. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys...